Here's what blew me away about Amsterdam. First of all, the bicycles. Dude, it's like ring, ring, and they're flying. Ving, ving, zing, zing, zing. You think they're aggressive in Portland? The Portland bicyclists are like pussies. The Amsterdam bicyclists will punch a Portland bicyclist in the fucking face and then pee in their mouth as they drive by. There's no slowing down. They don't ving, zing, vong, zing, ving. And you just hear ring, 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 ring. It's like a nightmare. There's just bells ringing all over the place. And they're vung, vung, ving. I saw a bicyclist hit a tourist on foot. And then everybody was like, get out of the fucking way to the tourist. Dude, and the cars have to slow down, but they're driving an inch away from the bicyclist. And the bicyclist was like, no. And it was pouring rain. And they're just all, I was getting into a cab in Amsterdam. And the guy goes, where are you from? I was like, America. And he goes, oh, I never would have guessed that. And I said, why not? He goes, I can usually tell Americans by their fat fucking faces, is what he said. And I was like, yo, you're not lying. Listen, dude.
Is foul.
I travel a lot, right? I will. You know, the one thing, you see some heavier people. You know what I didn't see? Obese. I didn't see obese at all. I did not see obese at all in the UK and Europe. Obese?
I saw one or two.
Okay. Yeah. But you can see one or two when we get off the plane in Ohio.
We're going to see one or two when we walk outside.
Yeah, dude. It was shocking to me.
But yeah, because their servings are regular size.
Dude, yeah.
That's it. That's it. They serve a regular amount of food.
Yeah, it's when the first plate went down. Yo, because you know I'll eat 5 eggs in the morning. When we were, the first place I went, and they were like, oh, how many eggs come? And they were like, 2. I go, can I get 3 more? And they said out loud, you want 5 eggs on the same plate?
Yeah.
And I was like, not now, I don't. Now I want to. Yeah. Dude, the not only the serving size, but people walk and get on their fucking bicycles.
Well, yeah, because driving is so fucking hard out there. We were in the cabs. See how hard it is driving that city?
Dude, in Amsterdam, bicycles they have the right of way over cars.
Yeah.
They just bing, bing, all people ring, ding on their bikes. And it gets confusing because there's so many ring rings.
You just don't know where they're coming from?
They're coming from all over, and you're high, and you're like, oh, there's so many ring rings. Yeah, it was a little confusing. You know what somebody told me? They were like, listen, dude, if you're over 30 and you're Dutch and you smoke weed, people think you're a loser. Like,
what?
The people there aren't smoking the weed. It's just the tourists. And if you're over 30 and smoking weed there, they think you're a fucking loser. That's the way it was explained to me. That's kid shit. Now, you might start taking some ketamine. That's some real shit. Grown-up drugs. But there's grown-up drugs and there are kid drugs. And weed there is a kid drug, dude.
Guess what? I'm sticking with my fucking kid drugs.
Yeah, dude, I'm sticky icky. I'm with you.
Now, what is the point of being the hub of places, one of the weed-friendliest places in the world, if none of you, you're all obviously weed-friendly, but
tourists.
Weed enthusiastic? None of you care?
Tourists.
So everybody in the coffee shop you went to was a tourist?
Most, yeah. It's like...
Except the people working there?
It's no locals, dude. And it's also like, you can tell the woman behind when she was there, she was like, you're American, huh? I said, yeah, how do you know? She goes, you smoked that whole joint. And I was like, what do you mean?
That is awesome.
She said, said the people in the UK, they take 3 hits and they're like, I'm so high.
Well, yeah, they can't because they only roll spliffs.
They don't get the weed.
Well, no, it's because they don't roll just like
also,
joints.
The weed isn't as good.
That
right?
too, yeah.
But the weed, we get better weed than everybody. Especially in Amsterdam, if you want good weed, in the Netherlands, you don't go downtown Amsterdam. That's the tourist weed. You got to go out away.
So where do you find the good weed?
Not down there. Dude, it was fascinating the way it was explained to me. But I'll tell you something right now. Not one, and this really in Europe. They give normal size plates of food, and everybody walks or hops on the bike. I did not see any obese people. It was so alarming. You know what else? No SUVs, no enormous, all the gluttonous part of our, now I'm going to say this, guys. I still think America is the best country in the world. But this trip reminded me that doesn't mean we don't have things to learn. And by the way, guys, I've mentioned the obese thing. I'm a dude who thinks you should eat and you want to be obese. This is your body, your choice.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we also all have to close our eyes and go, it's good for you.
Yeah.
You can be body positive and celebrate the way you look and wear the clothes you want to wear. But also the reality of is you're going to die sooner than other people. You don't see any very fat old people, do you?
No.
No. You don't see any really huge old people, do you? No. It's probably a very, very, very small. So let's like two things can be true at once, and nobody's shaming you by saying that if you're super big, you're generally not going to be as healthy as other people. That's just a fact.
Right.
I'm also saying you enjoy yourself and celebrate what you look like.
Yeah.
But yo, dude, the gluttonous part of the States, the extra big truck with the fucking huge wheels, the SUV, the huge plates of food,